powerful storm has hit the holy city of Mecca in Saudi Arabia, causing significant disruption to the daily lives and the religious activities of millions of pilgrims. The sudden and severe weather system, which brought storm winds, heavy rain, and lightning, hit the city late in the evening, leading to flash flooding in several low-lying areas. Authorities issued a warning urging residents to visitors to stay at home and avoid unnecessary travel as the weather conditions made the road impossible. Emergency services were deployed to assist those trapped by the rising waters to clear blocked roads. Footage circulated on social media shows the aftermath of the storm, with water rushing through the street, cars stuck in floodwaters, and pilgrims tried to find shelter. The storm, which was accompanied by powerful lightning strikes, caused a temporary suspension of a tayaf, the ritual of walking around the Kaaba, for the safety reason. However, Saudi official has assured the public that the holy site, including Grand Mosque, remains structurally sound despite the advanced weather conditions. The storm raising concerns about the safety of pilgrims, many of whom were caught off guard at the sudden change in the weather. The Grand Mosque in the Mecca is one of the most visited religious sites in the world, attracting millions of visitors every year. Since the city located in a desert climate, such severe storms are rare but not unprecedented. In the recent years, Saudi Arabia has experienced increasingly unpredictable weather, with heavy rain and floods from time to time. In response to the storm, the Saudi Civil Defense coordinated relief force forcing to help in flood victims. Helicopters have been deployed in some areas to rescue people in a difficult, and the emergency shelters have been set up to those in need in temporary shelter. So far, no casualties have been reported. Also, several people have sheltered in a minor injury. Local authorities have emphasized the importance to remain vigilant. The weather forecast suggests more the storm are possible in the coming days. As the storm continued to the Mecca, concern growing about the potential long-term effect on the city infrastructure and well-being to the millions of pilgrims currently in the region of the Umrah, a smaller pilgrimage that can be performed at the time of year. While the Hajj season will attract the largest crowd has passed, Mecca remains a center of Islamic worship throughout the year, and disrupted like it could have rich consequences. Reports from the surrounding areas indicate that the storm effects are not limited to the Mecca. Neighboring cities, including Jeddah, have also hit by heavy rain and strong winds, leaving the widespread flooding and traffic disruption. King Abdullah International Airport, the Jeddah, issued a warning to passengers to possible flight delays and cancellations, while emergency crew working to ensure the functioning critical infrastructure such as road and drainage systems. In Mecca, pilgrims and locals are advised to follow the news from the Saudi Meteorological Authority, which is closely monitoring the situation. Local mosques of the hotels have opened the door to the shelters who have many storms to enable to return their homes due to the flooding. Many businesses temporarily closed to authority urged people to limit their movement to allow emergency service to operate effectively. The storm also raising questions about the resilience of Mecca infrastructure in the face of extreme weather. While the city has invested heavily in the recent years to modernize this transportation drainage system in the emergency service, circulate urges that more need to be done to protect the city from the effect of increasingly erratic weather patterns. Climate change is believed to be contribution. The unpredictability of such storm and experience one of the more frequent and intense weather events could become a norm in the region. Despite the difficult conditions, the spirit of solidarity, the resilience remains strong among the pilgrims and local alike. Many are talking to social media to share messages of storm and solidarity, and some of even offering assistance to those in need. Volunteers from local organizations have mobilized to distribute food, water, and blankets for those affected by the storm, while medical teams are standby to respond to any engineering that may arise. The Saudi government reaffirmed the commitment to ensure the safety for everyone to make it during this difficult time. In a statement, officials thanked emergency service and volunteers their quick response, and called to parents they caution the recovery efforts continue. The authority promised to review standard disaster preparedness measures to minimize the impact of future storms on the city. As Mecca begins to recover from the immediate effect of the storm, attention is turned to broader implementation of such extreme weather events for the region. With the many pilgrims traveling around the world to visit the holy city, the safety of these visitors remains top priority. Saudi authorities are expected to implement new protocols to better protect the city infrastructure and visitors in the face of unpredictable climate change. For now, the storm severe stark reminder to the power of nature when its horrors of the place, but the Mecca gradually returned to normal. The resilience of affairs of the city residents remained unshaken, demonstrated the collective determination to overcome the challenges posed by the forces of nature. As the aftermath of the storm and floods, recovery efforts in the Mecca are intensifying, and authorities are working tirelessly to restore normality to the city. Damage assessment are underway with a focus on both public and priority affected by the flash floods and high wind. Local authority have mobilized additional resources to speed up a cleaning of blocked roads and drainage system to reduce the risk of further flooding and more storms hits the coming day. Among the authority top priorities in protection to the Grand Mosque, the Holy Shrine of Islam, which serves as a stark center of a million worshippers. While initial reports indicate that the mosque building has not sustained any serious damage, cleaning to maintenance crew working around the clock to ensure the surrounding areas and the safety of pilgrims to resume their religion practice. The temporary suspension to the tie-up was lifted after throughout the security check, allowing worshippers to return the rituals, although some areas remain fencing to all repairs. For the pilgrims, many of whom have traveled great distance to reach Mecca, the stone has been tested to the audience of the fair. In the interview with the local media, some pilgrims experienced gratitude to quick action the Saudi authority, while others shared they through the expected difficult as a spiral challenges. We came here to seek blessing, and although the storm was terrible, we believe in a God plan. This experience was brought our close together, said one pilgrim from Indonesia. Meanwhile, the Saudi government has cancelled to interruption international happening monitor are forecasting extreme weather event, emphasizing the importance to increasing preparedness in the region that are not usually used to such sudden climate change. Discussions are already underway with the meteorologists from neighboring Gulf countries, which are also facing similar challenges in the recent years due to the increasing frequency of the storm and unpredictable weather patterns. Beyond the immediate response, the storm sparked a broader discussion about the Saudi Arabian climate resilience as the country continues in a rapid urban development, especially in the cities such as Mecca, Jeddah, and Riyadh. We need to implement climate change adaptation issue is becoming more urgent. Experts suggest that strengthening local protection system and improving the city drainage infrastructure will be critical to mitigate the effect of the future storm. This storm has highlighted the need for national strategy to address the growing risks while ensuring that the care religion to culture cities such as Mecca remain protected. Public statement in Saudi Arabia also affected the growing witness climate-related risks. Social media platforms have been flooded to discussion about the unusual weather, with many calling to stronger government action to environmental sustainability to climate change mitigation. The Kingdom Vision 213 plan will include ambitious goal to reduce climate disparity to all in Western enable energy. May now place together it emphasized to environmental sustainability in the light of this recent year. As the storm displaced living car skies over Mecca, there is occasion optimism that the city will be able to recover quickly to return to normal rhythms. Nevertheless, for many the storm left lasting impressions remind residents and pilgrims alike the unpredictability of life in desert. Although physical damage can be repaired, the experience of life through such a powerful storm is one of the most holy places in effect in the memory of those who witnessed it. Saudi civil defense continues to call with them vigilant as weather forecast indicate possible the further rain. As a city response team already scheduled during the storm's aftermath remain the high alert, ready to act quickly if the situation deteriorates again.